Welcome to Kyra's World. If you are not subscribed to my channel, then you are not a Kyra's girl, and you have 30 days. So, y'all, my Christmas, as y'all seen in my vlog, was amazing. Y'all, in the midst of all of that, I got sick, so excuse my voice for how I sound. Today, we are going to be doing my lashes and putting on my personal nails, making myself look like something before the new year. I just relayed my wig because it was lifting a little bit. Had me a ball. She started to come up. But this year, we just we gotta get us Kyra girls in order. We got some serious things to talk about. All while putting on, my my cluster lashes. Y'all know one thing I'm gonna do is be a baddie in a budget, and I'm sure that y'all already see these pajamas that I got on. It says Kyra's World. Da 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 da. Y'all see it? So cute. I will be selling it soon. It's one of my launches that's coming up next. Also, my business has launched. I am selling press-on nails. My website is open to any of y'all that wants to go in and check out my stuff. Everything's open. Give me a look. Buy some things from me. It's a pleasure doing business with me, you guys. It'll be a pleasure doing business with y'all. So, I got some notes that I took. Y'all know I be thinking all these ideas, and I just gotta make sure that I can articulate them to y'all. Guys, so we are going to be putting on my new lashes that I got for Christmas. I see them there cute. I'm thinking I'm gonna do something like this and this. And then we're gonna do some bottom lashes as well. But before the clock hits 12 and we all come around yelling out New Year, New Me. And I just wanted us to sit down and talk about a few things. It's time for us to release a few things that we went through this year in 2026. So get ready with me while I mentally, emotionally, and spiritually release what I've been thinking and going through this last year. Guys, this year, it was a lot. I had a lot of things going on this year. This year, first of all, when I got into the new year, it was a lot of stuff that I had let go. Coming into the new year, like 2 months into the new year, I quit the job that I had been working at for like 3 years. That was something to adapt to. That was also the year that I did decide to break things off with my current girlfriend now. Because I just had so much that was on my plate that I couldn't deal with a relationship and the things that I was going through, hating my job, being behind the bills, just not being mentally myself with the relationship or anything. And a lot of stuff that I had to change, and I had to hit my isolation period this year. So, with all that being said, coming into 2026, it's a lot of things that I'm not going to do that I did allow in 2025. Now let's get my little list together, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all my little list. So things that I am letting go. So I'm definitely this year letting go of over explaining myself. I don't owe y'all no explanation. I don't owe anybody an explanation actually. If I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it. If I can't do it, I can't do it. I don't have to explain to you why. I don't have to over explain so that you feel like I'm not being mean about it, or like I'm not being y'all know just drop this. Or like I'm not being an asshole. If you think I'm an asshole, then I'm a fucking asshole. Take it, love me, hate me, whatever it is, I would definitely live. Another thing I'm letting go is of people who only show up for me when it's convenient to them. Because what kind of a friend or whatever you are to me, if you think that that's okay to do me like that? Because when I'm showing up for you, I'm showing up for you at any time. Not just when it's convenient for me, but when you need me. So the fact that a person can be in your life and in your face and only show up for you when it benefits them, or like when they have the time for you, Hell no. That's like that's where self love comes in at. If you're realizing that you're showing up for somebody that's not showing up for you, show up for you in the way that you want them to show up for you, and stop showing up for them in that way. Sometimes you gotta revoke access from people. Another thing that I would say is stop over giving, like overcompensating. That's the word I'm looking for. A lot of us, a lot of us overcompensate. Damn, I'm breaking my lashes. It's gonna irritate me. A lot of us will overcompensate when we don't have to, because I think some of us will forget that we are the whole package. So because we'll forget that we're the package, we overcompensate and do things like show too much of or give too much of ourselves to a person, almost like we're competing for them. They're competing for their love, competing for their attention. Like we're begging them to choose us. No, we're not doing that this year. This year, we're only choosing us. And if you always constantly choose you, somebody will choose you. Let's believe. Somebody will love you the way you love you. Somebody be like, that girl don't play about herself. And then in return, they're not gonna play about you because they know you don't play about you. Another thing that I'm letting go of is guilt. Guilty for choosing myself, for setting boundaries, for going out of old versions of myself, all of that. Because we have to grow. Every year we have to grow. We're not gonna be the same person every year. So when you change and you grow into who you are, somebody love to throw in your face. You're changing. You're changing. This isn't the you that I know. I don't like you like this. Well, looks like you can't be in my life then because I'm changing for the best. And usually, when you're changing for the better, people who benefit off of you being a hot ass mess or not having boundaries are going to be the main ones mad about you growing. But somebody who just loves you and is happy that you're growing, they're going to be like, I love this new side of you. And they're going to get to know that new side of you and love that new side of you. And not throw in your face that you're changing and make it seem like it's this huge ass deal. Some people, I'm learning, and I'm sure y'all have learned this too. Some people weren't meant to be in your life for a long time. Some people were literally meant to be in your life as a lesson and only a lesson. And that's okay. I feel like sometimes we let our lessons overstay their welcomes. Welcomes overstay their welcome. And I get it. Like sometimes you don't want a person to be a lesson. You want a person to be with you. And you wanted that to be your person the whole time. That was really your lesson. Have no fear. This year, we are choosing ourselves and we are letting our lessons go. And you are, and that even goes for friendships. You were put on this earth to be a lesson. Once that lesson has been learned, I will release you. Release me. And usually, you already know once the lesson is learned. When you start to outgrow somebody, that's how you know the lesson is learned. And I don't know if some of y'all think that outgrowing someone is a bad thing, but it's not, and it doesn't make you a bad person for outgrowing a person. Sometimes, like I stated, a person is just in your life for a period of time and a lesson for a season. That doesn't mean that you're a bad person because you outgrew them. That doesn't mean that you're a switch out because the fuck. There we go. That doesn't make you a switch out because like they are no longer benefiting or bringing anything to your life. It just means that you learned everything you needed to learn from it. And that's okay. Next slide. So I think that together we should establish some boundaries. And it's so crazy. When I first started therapy, and I mean like my very, very first time starting therapy, I talked to my therapist about boundaries, and he told me that I didn't have any. And that was a problem. I stopped therapy 2026. I was literally my own therapist. But he told me that I didn't have any boundaries. He told me that I needed to set boundaries. He asked me what I wanted my boundaries to be. I told him I don't know what boundaries are or how to set them. And I left that right there. No boundaries were ever set, which is why when I did come into 2025, one of my issues was I started to change because I had set new boundaries for different people in my life that benefited off of me not having any boundaries. So to them, I was changing, and they weren't liking the people that I was becoming. But all I did was get boundaries. That was it. A part of 2026 is relearning or learning this new version of yourself and setting new boundaries. So this year, my 2026 boundaries, which side is better? My 2026 boundaries would be protecting my peace. And I mean by any means necessary. I'm not arguing with you hoes. I'm not I'm not proving you hoes wrong or right. I'm not arguing with nobody. If I don't feel like doing it, I'm not doing it. If I feel like every time I'm talking to you, you're draining my energy and I'm not talking to you no more, you're getting cut off. If I feel like you aren't good for my mental, you're getting cut off and I'm not explaining to you why. I don't have to explain to you why. Granted, if you want to have a conversation with me, if that's not going to be a peaceful conversation. If I know you're a person, every time I try to talk to you, you are arguing with me, I'm not going to talk to you. I don't have to. This is my life. You need to be that same way. For 2026, your boundary, it needs to be protecting your peace. Ooh, I done bent the hell out of this. You guys need to protect your peace by any means necessary. How you should view your peace is, if any of my power girls have kids, let's say peace is your child. You're not playing behind your child. You're not gonna let nobody come in and talk to your child any kind of way. You're not gonna let nobody come in and disturb your child's their way of living, their way of thinking. You're not doing none of that. Like anybody come up in there thinking they gonna be talking to your child any kind of way, disturbing your child, any of that, you get them the fuck out your life. Peace is your child in 2026. Don't let nobody come in and disturb that. Not no man, not nothing. Another, and I don't even know if this is considered a boundary though, but I would say this. The reason why some of us girlies, when we leave a relationship, we feel drained and lost and brokenhearted is because we give too much of ourselves in that relationship. Give as much as they're giving you. If they give you low effort as attention, low effort as text messages, first of all, you can really just cut that shit off. Cause like, what are you here for? But also out of that, that whole independent narrative, shit's gotta die. Now you need stuff like, don't be a low maintenance ass girlfriend, cause then they'll do low maintenance ass shit for you all the time. You'll always get bare minimum. You don't want to be, cause she's easy to please. No, if you go about your day, your life, you get your own hair done, you get your own lashes done, you do all of that. If that nigga want to come into your life, what is he adding to it? Meaning, you not finna just sit up in my face and do that, cause you not finna just sit up in my face and just talk to me. You can't just come and sit up in my face, ask me what I'm doing 20 times. No. You need to obtain the lifestyle that I'm living. You need to bring something. If you're not bringing nothing to my table, then why am I having here? Why are you sitting at this table with me if you're not bringing anything? Get comfortable with making people uncomfortable. You don't have to be understanding all the time. When you're understanding, you're walking all over. And most people use understanding people like they'll say, "I'm gonna just say this to them, and they're gonna understand, and I don't have to really be held accountable for what I just did." Most people use it as a way to not be held accountable at. If I'm talking to somebody that I know that's understanding, all I gotta do is give them some bullshit as excuse, and they're gonna always be like, "Oh, I understand, I understand." I don't have to be held accountable for the shit that I do to you. Oh, I'm gonna keep doing it because you're just gonna always understand, and you're gonna let me get away with it, and you're gonna be like, "Okay, this person only did that because they were hurting." Yeah, everybody is going through something through life. The thing that I want to say again, it's probably not a boundary, but something that we need to be incorporating in our lives is asking for what the fuck we want. Don't play that beat around the bush ass game. What do you want? What do you want from that man? If you really, and don't be scared to say it. If you are a gold digger, say that. Like, I don't want nobody that's, I don't not, like, say what you're looking for. You can even be one of them type of women that be like, I'm not looking for love. I just want the fun. At least you living in your truth and you're saying what it is that you want. You're not being deceitful and acting like you just came for love. I came here for love. No, good well, that's not what you want. And it's nothing wrong with that. It's men out here that'll give you exactly what you want, but you just have to know how to get it. You have to know how to ask for it. Another thing that we are doing this year is we're not taking no for an answer. Not on no rape shit. Like, we're not taking no for an answer. You ask for that raise, they telling you no. Ask again. They telling you no again. Ask again. They telling you no. Negotiate terms. Ask again. They keep telling you no. Find somewhere that's gonna tell you yes. But no is not an answer no more. I feel like we use no as a way to just give up on our dreams. We use no as a way to just be like, oh, they said no, so now I can't do it. No. You know, most millionaires, the reason that they're millionaires is because they're persistent and they're consistent and disciplined. But most importantly, though, them motherfuckers don't say take no for an answer. We need to start moving like we're the prize in 2026. Why the fuck are we letting these niggas moving into our house with us, not helping us with nothing, driving our shit? Like, did we lose the plot? Aren't we the prize? Aren't we supposed to be the girls? Why do they think that they're the prize? Why are they calling themselves baddies? Aren't we the baddies? Move accordingly. Don't let that nigga think that he's a baddie male. Like, the fuck even is a baddie male? Not everything we have to post on social media. Every move we make doesn't have to be posted on social media. You know, you got like that one friend that when she get a new car, she posted her car keys. Even though I know it's a big accomplishment, but when she's about to get the car, she posted herself at the dealership. Come in to see what I can get, and then she posted herself inside a car. I think I might want this one, but I don't know. And then she leaves the dealership and she's home. Then find one I like, and then she's telling you her whole life story while she's looking for her car. We're not gonna do that in 2026. We don't. What are we proving? We don't need to prove shit to nobody. Only thing you can post, I can, because this is your life. You can post whatever you want to. Only thing that I think you should post is when you get that car and you just post and be like a lot of hard work and dedication. And I finally got it, my dream car. But you don't need to tell everybody that you're getting it and you looking for it and you trying to figure out. No, not everybody need to know your moves. Sometimes you gotta move in silence. A lot of people that's wishing on your downfall. And when you sit and you tell everybody everything, it just leaves room for somebody to try to talk fear into your plans. And you might not think this, but a lot of people will see your potential before you do. And I'm sure I've said this on my channel before. They'll just talk fear into your plan because they don't want you to become what they know that you can. So to keep you from becoming that, they're just going to tell you things like, nobody's ever going to do that. You're not going to be able to do that. No one can do that. Like, they're going to say shit like that to you. And then you're going to go around living life believing it. Let it the fuck go. All in all, after the boundary talk, after the things that we learned from our this year that just happened, through all of that, I have learned a lot of things in 2026. A lot of valuable things. I'm learning consistency. I'm learning um, discipline. I'm trying to learn how to be a woman of my word. Say the things, say what I mean, and mean what I say. And I just think that this year, I know this year is going to be my golden year due to the fact that I have different knowledge this time, and I have a different way that I'm going to go about certain situations. And I've learned so much of myself because I've learned myself the way that I have. I've learned the things that I can tolerate and the things that I can't tolerate, and I had to learn myself first. So, before the clock hits 12, and we sit up there and we make our New Year's resolutions and talk about New Year, New Me, and get in the gym for about a month. Come on, let's be real. Sometimes people don't even be in the gym that long. Just remember to choose growth, choose peace, and choose yourself. All of that. And you could never lose in life doing things like that. Be selfish this year. This year it's about you. And really make it about you. Don't make it about anybody else. Don't let anybody guilt you into making it about them when it's supposed to be about you. Thank you guys, my Kyra girlies, for watching. Now I will say, leave down in the comments below things that you're gonna do differently this year and new boundaries that you want to set, are like boundaries that I left out that you think that maybe some of my Kyra girls need to. Also, please, y'all, make a vision board. And if you do, if you make a vision board, I really want y'all to send it to me in my DM on my Instagram. My Instagram is Kyra, KYYYRRRIAAA. Send me your vision boards. Like, I just know Kyra girlies are going to be up 1,000 this year, and I'm just so happy to see the women that y'all grow into. And when we talk about how 2027, how 2026 went, going into 2027, I cannot wait to hear about how y'all grew and all of the different things that y'all did. And I can't wait for y'all to hear about how I do. Thank y'all for watching. I love you guys, Kyra girlies.